Hello, everyone. How are you doing? I hope you're well, and I hope you're having an amazing day. I am Dr. Tammy, your success strategist, literacy educator, author, speaker. I do some of everything. I help you move in the direction of more and prepare for what's next. So, this is impromptu, and I just decided to pop on and talk about what's coming up, the things that I have going on. I haven't done one of these talks in a long time. And look, I'm going to grab my tea and thought I'd come and have tea with you and just share with you what's going on. We're wrapping up 2021 and moving into 2022. And y'all, I'm excited. I got some amazing things happening and coming. And so, yeah. So I'm hoping you'll pop in and join me. So let me make sure I'm good and I'm on all platforms. But as you're coming in, say hello to me. Tell me where you're joining me from. If you're joining me in the comments, let's see. Let's make sure that we're connected everywhere. So if this is just connecting and you're just seeing me, hello, hello, hello. Um, let's sit and chat a little bit. Um, Today's topic is think bigger than you're big. So as we're going into the new year, I want to talk about that, but I want to make sure, yay. All right. I'm at least live at one place in one place. So that's good. So sit down, relax, just let's just chit chat for about 10 or 15 minutes. I always say that, and then I go over, especially when I'm drinking my tea. This may be a minute. So I wanted to come on in one, just say hi. It's been a long time. I don't know. Some of you have been following me for a very long time, and you know that I would go live every single day. Then I went to maybe 5 times a week, and it's just kind of dwindled. So, and I hadn't been live, I don't think, in several weeks. I'll have to go to my YouTube channel and see the date, but it's probably been about a month. It's been a minute. And so, one of my goals for 2022 is to come live more often, back not back to the everyday 7 days a week, but definitely once a week, and come back and join you. I have a couple of things planned, so I'm excited. So, as you're joining me, say hello in the comments. Tell me where you're joining me from and what your goals are for one of your goals. If you don't mind sharing, it's optional. What is a goal that you have for the first quarter of 2022? So, okay, so today's broadcast is titled "Think Bigger Than You're Big." So I'm going to go ahead and read from Reap More, 76 season for this season, which I haven't done in a while either. But this is seed number 5. Think bigger than you're big, because this is going to go into our talk today, our discussion, our conversation. Hopefully, it's a conversation. Hopefully, I have a few of you joining me. If not, on the replay. So, um, so this is something that um, has really been ended up being, look, story time, right? So this is Dr. Tammy Talk. So just for those of you who are just joining me for the first time, these kind of random and they kind of flow with my thoughts. So you'll see how my thoughts are just how strangely connected they are, but they'll make sense in the end. Oh my goodness. So, okay. So, this year, my I always choose a word for the year. I always choose a word or phrase that is my focus for the year. I don't do New Year's resolutions. Um, I know statistics on those. I know how they've been unsuccessful for me in the past. But choosing a word, something to focus on each year, has really been successful for me, has really been good for me. It has taught me some things. Um, I remember when I first started, I am one of the most impatient people. Like when I want something, I want it now. I want it done now. I want it now. So this is a little bit about my personality. So see, you get the inside scoop when you join Dr. Tammy Talks. But I remember in 2020, I guess it was 2015 or so. I started this maybe even before then. Um, oh, I have to ask my cousin LaShawn when we started this. But way back when I started, it's probably more like 2012. I'm probably really jipping myself some years. I chose the word patience. When you choose something, know that not only will it be your focus for that year, but it will also be your lessons. So I learned something that year about patience because it was definitely tested. But each year I choose a word or a phrase. This year, my word was increase. And I chose increase rather than abundance for multiple reasons. And I can get into that, but we'd definitely be here like all day together. But I chose the word increase um, in the mind frame of abundance. So it was more in that sense. But I chose increase over abundance for a specific reason. But I won't get into that today. I talked about it on podcasts and things like that. And I will say that happened. So that's typically what I do. So I am right now on the quest to find and pinpoint my word or phrase for 2022. So it's developing. So it's really interesting how that works. And because it has been this year, my word has been increased, and there has been increase. Like y'all, it's been explosive, and some amazing things have happened. And if you join the mastermind group, you'll get the inside scoop. You'll get all that I've manifested in 2021. You'll get the inside scoop on how this played out. But the short version is, when I was thinking about a quote for today, when I was thinking about like what do I want to come on and say hi about? Because y'all know I always got to have a message. I got to have something grounded in it, right? And grounded in what I'm saying. There's something has to ground it. Let me say, get it out right. Oh my goodness. So I thought about seed number 5. Think bigger than you're big. Um, and so that was it. I thought about that as we're thinking about goal setting, as we're thinking about different things. Seed number 5 is the one that I wanted to talk about today. So I want to read a little bit, and then I'm going to talk about thinking bigger than you're big. Okay. So your goals should stretch you. However, typically when we set goals, we set them in the safe zone. Your goals should be the ones that push you, make you step out of your comfort zone. And I'm reading from Report. Utilize untapped resources, ignite the creativity that lies dormant inside of you, create more ideas and more goals. What are your goals for the next 3 months? Think bigger than that. What are your goals for the next 3 months? Think about that and think bigger than that. How can you take them up a notch? Stole that from Emerald, the chef. What aspect of those goals could you adjust that would stretch you? Reflect, evaluate, adjust, and plan. Reflect, evaluate, adjust, and plan. Reap more. Are you serious about moving in the direction of more? Do you want support on your journey? Hmm. So I decided on this one because to share today and for today's topic, because I know we're setting goals. And if you didn't join us yesterday, I was invited to share with Lynn. Lynn K Official is her handle. Lynn has been a dear friend of mine for many years, part of my mastermind groups. She has been an amazing supporter of what I do, my mission and vision. And she invited me on her platform. Hey, Dad. um, so see, hey. So she invited me on her platform, and we talked about manifesting more, the playbook. We talked about the playbook. And we talked about setting goals and what that looks like and what that could look like for 2022, and having a system for that. So if you didn't join that, check it out. I've shared them on my platforms in the stories, but I'll also be sharing the links, and I'll be downloading it and sharing it, either on my YouTube or just on the platforms that would allow me to upload it, that long of a video, because it was about 50 minutes interview with her. And we were talking about goal setting, and we're talking about what's next. And so this kind of inspired think bigger than you're big. Because of course, when we set goals, we're thinking bigger, right? We're already thinking that we're stretching. But are you really? Is it safe? Is it a safe goal? Is it in your comfort zone? Success lies right beyond your comfort zone. So you have to push beyond that. You have to go beyond that. And many of the things that I do, and if you have watched me and you have followed me, you've seen the many things that I do, that's what it's all about, is stretching you and moving you. And the work that I share with you is the work that I do. And so the biggest question that I think that's in that seed number 5 that I just read is, do you need support on your journey? What I have decided to do is, I haven't done it in years, and that is go back to offering my masterminds 4 times a year, once each quarter. So I'm going to try it for 2022. So that's one of my goals. It's going to stretch me, because if you know anything about my personality, this is where I thrive, is seeing you face to face, being there myself, like not having it on automatic. I know evergreen content is really popular and that's the moneymaker, but for me, I like to be present, and I like to connect with you in person. And because of that, to have a mastermind group and really be present is really going to push me out of my comfort zone. So this is going to be really interesting. So we're going to start this in 2022. So my mastermind group, if you're interested, whatever platform you're watching this on, you can just put a message in the comments, or you can DM me, and I will share the registration details with you and the information about the actual mastermind group. It is 6 weeks, more like 8 weeks, but it's 6 intense weeks, and then 8 weeks of me just serving as a support for you. And then it culminates with, we'll have a summit. So there'll be opportunities to collaborate with me. And so these are some amazing things that are going to happen in 2022. Something else that I'm having is, I don't know. So if you're here and if you've ever been on one of my trips, or you traveled with me, or you have attended one of my meetups in the different cities, typically I'm traveling a lot, and I usually schedule some sort of meetup. Well, because we've been in the midst of this COVID era, I haven't really done the meetups. I'm still traveling, but I typically don't do the meetups because I know I don't want to put anyone at risk. And so, therefore, I haven't done that. So, what I've decided to do is to offer one of my Dr. Tammy on tap, is what I call those sessions, where I just pop up. We have a pop up session and we just kind of hang out. We purpose plan and all that. I thought I'd have an end of the year celebration. So, next week, I will have that. And that particular session is going to be on Thursday, December the 30th. I had to think about the date. December 30th. And and it'll just be a time for you to come in. You don't have to stay the entire time. You can, it's an hour. And we're just going to sit and chat. You can bring whatever you like to eat and drink, and do that on camera. It won't be recorded. I'll probably be having tea, but this is typically my tea time. But I will be doing that. But you can definitely join us. And typically, there is a fee for those. But for this one, the end of the year celebration, my gift to you is that it's complimentary, it's free. So you can come You can just come in. If you have questions about your goals, if you want to strategize with us and purpose plan, we'll be there hanging out. If you want some guidance on, on something that you're struggling with, I'll be there to help. We'll be there just to kind of catch up, see what everybody's doing, what's going on, what's the new and the greatest. So it'll just be an hour of just kind of chill and chat. So I invite you to come join me on that date. So if I was really organized and this wasn't a pop-up live broadcast, I would actually have the link to put up, which I may have. So let me look off for a second and see if I have it already in here for something else. Because you can go to my calendar and register. It's ready to go. It's there. So you can do that. So you can join me for that. So, and that is going to be next week. So you can go to drtammyfrancis.as.me to sign up for Dr. Tammy on Tap. So so that is a great place to go if you're looking to book an appointment with me, one-on-one. If you want to schedule some time with me, you want to join us. So next Thursday for 1 hour, Dr. Tammy on Tap, a pop-up end of the year's purpose planning celebration. It's free. Come join me, us, and we'll hang out for an hour. And I have some things planned, of course, and I have some giveaways, so it'll be good. So, but you must sign up. You got to sign up in order to get the registration. I mean, the access details, the access links. I can't talk today. But in order to get the access details, you have to sign up. So that's where you sign up. What else do I have going on? So we have the Dr. Tammy on Tap next Thursday. We have the mastermind that starts in January, which will culminate in a summit, which you will get information about that. We'll be starting new books at the beginning of the year. So we have a few that we're the reading group. We're trying to negotiate and decide which one to start first, to do first. So we will be doing that. So we have some great things coming. And so next Thursday, I hope you'll join me. Go there to sign up, Dr. Tammy on Tap, because we will be talking about what's next for you. So I think I guess all of this to say is think bigger than you're big. Think bigger than you're big. Choose something that stretches you, that takes you out of your comfort zone, and then come next Thursday and share with us what you came up with. Come share with us what you plan to do. I want to share just a few other things before I get out of here that is going on with the community. First of all, you can always sign up for our mailing list. That's where I send things out. I will send the details out to all the things that I've talked about today. I've already sent out about the mastermind, but I will be sending information about Dr. Tammy on Tap tomorrow. And so you can sign up today. So you'll be on that list for tomorrow to get the information for that. We also have a Telegram group that I've started. So it's new and it's small and growing. And so I invite you to go there. There we can have conversations. You can talk back to me. I can post announcements on things going on. If you join the Telegram group, the links for the broadcast yesterday is actually on there. It's in that group. So you can join the group. Because I have it public, we do get a few trolls every now and then, but they quickly leave. But that's the place for us to talk and discuss and share what's going on as far as our goals and things. And typically I'll have prompts and questions for you. And I'll also share some things going on. So you'll kind of be in the know if you don't want to. If you're not on the mailing list, that's another way to connect with us and to communicate with us. We also have a Meetup group, a Meetup platform where I'll post the bigger events. So you'll know what's going on, those that I'm involved in, whether I am having them myself or if I am collaborating or partnering with someone. And so those are there. And so you can always stay abreast onto the bigger events that are there. So like the mastermind, those things that I have that are for my community and more, if you want more strategy help, may not be on there, but the things that are like live broadcast or vendor opportunities, things like that, those are on the Meetup. So, but that's another way to join us there. Follow us there. Um, and I think that's most of what's going on immediately. I'll be back because I have more, but I just wanted to come one, have my tea, which I've been doing more talking than drinking. But I also wanted to share a little bit of reap more, which I haven't done in a minute. So think bigger than you're big. Your goals should stretch you. However, typically when we set goals, we set them in the safe zone. Your goals should be the ones that push you, make you step out of your comfort zone, utilize untapped resources, and ignite the creativity that lies dormant inside of you. More create more ideas and more goals. So hopefully you'll do that. And if you watch the broadcast that Lynn and I did yesterday, I talk about how when we do that, though, we typically get overwhelmed. We typically don't know where to start, or we have too many irons in the fire. We don't know which one to pay attention to. And so the playbook really helps with that. The playbook really helps with you breaking those down into smaller steps. It takes you through the process. I have workshops that walks you through the process, shares it with you, and plus I do some of the work with you, which means that I help guide you in getting started. You'll have to do the bulk because it's only a 2-hour workshop, but I explain the system. And then, of course, I help you get started so that way when you leave, you'll at least know the big vision and, of course, how you can break those down into smaller steps. Y'all know my premise is you think about the year, yes, because you always want to know where you're going. You want to know what um, the next big step is, but you also should break those down and focus on quarterly. And within that quarter, so for me, as I think about and plan for 2022, I'm planning till March. Now, my calendar goes all year. So I am putting events on my calendar. So if there's something you want me to be involved in and speak at, that's all year. But as far as my goals, I focus on 90 days. So I'm only looking at to March 31st. And like I tell people, your 90 days may be different from mine. You may not, 90 days may be too far. Maybe you do a month, maybe you do weeks. You have to figure out the ebbs and flow of your life and what makes sense for your life. Some people's lives are more in 8-week cycles if they're on shift work or if they do other things that put their, or they follow an academic year. So it may be on semesters. It just depends on what your life looks like. And so I say quarter, but know when I say quarter, what I truly mean is a block, a shorter block of time than 12 months. Then hopefully a shorter block of time than 6 months. And so what does that look like? And so what are your goals? And so you break that down quarterly, monthly, weekly, and daily. And you end with the C4C Daily 3. And that's the 3 or 5 things that you do that day that are not, that's not brushing your teeth or washing your face or getting dressed. These are 3 things that pushes you toward your goal. And so that is my encouragement, is for you to start thinking about, if you're thinking about the whole year, to not to think, do that initially, but to really hone in and focus on a segment of that, whatever that segment looked like for you, whether it's a couple of weeks, whether it's a couple of months, whether it's, you know, semesters or however you think about it. I'm an educator, so I think in semesters. However, being an entrepreneur, I also think in 90 days and shorter because semesters are really long for all the things I want to accomplish. because your girl got things going on. So, anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. I just wanted to throw that out into the world and just say, whatever you're planning, whatever your goals are, one, don't wait for January 1st. Do it now. And two, think bigger than you're big. I know when you set goals, you're already thinking big, but think bigger than that. Think bigger than that. So please say hello to me in the comments. If you made it this far, thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here and joining me on the replay. And I hope you'll join me when I'm back regularly. I will create a schedule ish. Y'all know how crazy my schedule is, but I will create a schedule or at least announcements for when I'm coming live. But my goal for 2022 is to definitely come back at least once a week. So I'll be doing different things with that time, but definitely say hello to me, come back. If you're not following me, follow me, subscribe to my YouTube channel. If this is on LinkedIn, I didn't check. This is my first time streaming on LinkedIn, so I'm trying it. But just know that I am moving and shaking, and I like to take you along and support you on your journey toward more. So if I can be of any help to you, any support to you on your journey, connect with me and we'll go from there. I hope to see you next Thursday for Dr. Tammy on Tap, where we're just gonna hang out and celebrate. So be sure to sign up by going to my calendar and signing up at drtammyfrancis.as.me and sign up there. And I will see you soon. And look, if you haven't gotten Reap More, Manifest More, drtammyfrancis.com is a place where you can get both of those. You can get both of those because that's an option. If not, you can definitely get it on Amazon. If you're out of the country and you're not in the US, I recommend Amazon because you'll get it faster and the shipping's cheaper. So I'll talk to you soon. Y'all be safe, enjoy your holidays, and I will be back very soon. Take care. Bye.